The Pope is supposedly opening 5 portals on Christmas Day. Now, I know this video is a bit late, but I'm going to be commenting on what I think this symbolism and this ritual truly means and what they are trying to do to society with this symbolic ritual. So, the first thing we must understand is that everything these people do on a mass scale, all of these major events that they take place on are all symbolic. They're all ritual. They all have purpose. Okay. So when we look at the locations of these 5 doors that are in Rome, we actually see the sigil of Lucifer when we connect the dots of all of the 5 door locations. This is the sigil of Lucifer. Lucifer is not what you think. Lucifer, sigil of Lucifer, represents the outline of the human brain and our visual perception field. Now, the human perception field is how our brain interacts with the external reality. Our external reality is not physical. The only thing that exists outside of you is pure energy, formless, vibrational energy and light. Your brain is an energy decelerator. Your brain decelerates this light, this energy, into a material reality or perception that you can interact with. You don't look into the external world. The energy, the light enters the eye retinas, goes through the optic nerve, and travels to the back of the brain called the visual cortex. And the visual cortex is what shapes your visual screen. Now, if you are seeing the screen, this means that you are not the body, you are not the brain, you are the perception observing the screen that you are seeing. You are the eye behind that, you are the person behind that. So, what this is actually symbolizing is perception. This is a symbol of perception, of perceiving the material plane, of how spirit interacts with matter. Now, what's Lucifer? Now, the word Lucifer means the light bearer. He's known as the light bearer. The, the word Lucifer originates in Latin. Luci means light, and fer means to bring. It's the light bringer. The eyes, the visual perception of the light bringer to your reality. You see, everything outside of you is light. You are made of light. The word hue man means light. Hue means color, which is a form of light. And man means manifest. We're light manifested into material form. Every single one of us is Lucifer. When we fall for the material world, the external world, is an illusion. It is the false world. It can elude you. It can make you fall in love with the material things, material pleasures, lust, money, fame. These things make you fall. This is the fall of Lucifer. This is the mythological story. This is the symbolism behind Lucifer. It's you. Are you falling for material pleasure because you are a divine spiritual being from the higher planes, not from this plane? Now, if you let your divine being fall for this material plane and fall for the evil that can take place in this plane, then you are Lucifer. It represents the false light, the false reality. This symbol, the sigil of Lucifer, it symbolizes the interplay between light, consciousness, and the perceptual experience of the physical reality. The external world is truly internal. What we visually perceive is essentially light waves carrying information, which then gets processed by our brain, the central computer of our nervous system. Okay? So, how many doors are open? 5 doors. So, 5 is the number of perception as well. 5 fingers on each hand, 5 points on the human body, 5 toes on each foot. We have 5 senses. One, two, three, and four, they're spiritual numbers. Six, seven, eight, and nine, they're material numbers. Five's the gateway. 5 is the middle bridge of how our spiritual self interacts with the physical self, how spirit interacts with matter. So this ritual is symbolic of perception. This is maybe bringing in a new perception. A new event will happen after this, a new perception of the world. Or personally, I think this ritual was to obviously shape the collective consciousness, because your reality is an externalization of your inner consciousness. It's simply just a mirror. Your material life, your material world outside of you is simply a mirror reflecting with mathematical and geometric precision of your internal consciousness. Your consciousness is creating and causing the effect called reality, physical reality. Your life is a result of every thought you thought in the past. Therefore, with that being said, everyone who perceives this ritual of, oh, the Pope's opening 5 spiritual portals, who's letting in demonic energy into the world, they're going to let demonic energies and demonic spirits all in the world. Well, what if I told you the only portal they're opening is a portal in your own mind for negativity? By you believing in negative forces coming into the world and going to possess everyone, that's opening up your own mind. The collective spiritual community has been brainwashed in thinking there's going to be demonic energy. Therefore, what will happen? There will be demonic energy. Not because the Pope opened up a portal to the demonic energy, it's because everyone opened up their own minds to the demonic energy. Therefore, we as a collective consciousness shape the external world on a macrocosm scale. For example, the microcosm is your personal life. Your personal life. You have created it through consciousness. Your belief system is just externalized in your world. But on a collective scale, we all believe in money, for example. And because we all believe in money and we believe that this piece of paper holds value in our minds, okay, in the mental plane, this has an effect on the physical plane by shaping the physical plane by being ruled by this belief as on a macrocosm scale. Yes, I know that money doesn't exist. It's just a belief in my mind. But that doesn't have an effect because the collective consciousness believes that money has effect, has power. When it doesn't, it's just a piece of paper with a belief behind it. If the collective consciousness stopped stopped believing in money, then the collective consciousness would have broke the spell and we would have no longer had a material plane ruled by money. You see, our beliefs is ruling and shaping our physical plane. This physical world outside of you is truly just an effect of the mind, an effect of our consciousness, our inner world. So I believe this ritual was done to change our perception, to make us think the Pope is bringing this spiritual energy and negative forces into the world. And it's just simply us creating the negativity in the world by believing in this, by thinking this. Remember, they have the power to send messages into millions of people's minds through media. And then messages are then believed, and that belief is shaping our world. What have I told you? That the New World Order is not manifested by the elite, it's manifested by you and us. We're all manifesting the New World Order. They can't manifest it. We can, because we are the ones believing it. We believe it. It is reality. It shapes our own prison. We're all shaping our own prison by believing in the prison, by believing in money. So this ritual was all to do with perception, creating a new perception, creating fear in our minds to, of course, distract us from what's really going on. This is all a ritual to implant messages in your own mind. So I hope you all understand this video and I hope you all gain some insight. and I'll see you inside the university.